Hi and welcome to how to drive a manual transmission. This video is for any driver who would like to learn how to drive a manual transmission. All you need is a driver's license and a car with a manual transmission. A passenger with experience driving one is extremely helpful. An ideal location for training is a large unoccupied flat parking lot, kind of like the river lot at night. You should definitely not learn in traffic or hills because you'll be stalling and lurking the vehicle until you get a feel for smoothly releasing the clutch. Now, do not drive until you can drive without stalling. You might want to learn how to drive a manual transmission for many reasons. Because it is fun, because you might want a particular vehicle that happens to have a manual transmission, because you want a car offering better control, or because you need to learn. I will show you how to start the car, shift gears, stop, shift, into park, reverse, and prevent stalling. Downshifting will not be covered. First, we will go over the gears on a manual transmission. Some cars have 5 gears, some have 6. My car has 5. Reverse can be in different positions. Identify where reverse is before you start driving your car. Next, I will identify the pedals. From the right, we have the accelerator, the brake, and the clutch. The car is in neutral when not in gear. If the car is in neutral, you can move the shifter from side to side without the clutch being depressed. Since there is no parking gear on a manual transmission, we have the emergency brake. The emergency brake is the park for a manual transmission. To get a feel for shifting before starting the car, depress the clutch pedal with your left foot and shift into each gear by moving the shifter into each position. You will need to use a bit of force, and there will be a bit of play when you're in gear, but not nearly as much as when you're in neutral. If you feel too much resistance when shifting, you're not in the proper location and need to move the shifter slightly. To start the car, you first want to push in the clutch with your left foot, the brake with your right, then start the car. Make sure the car is in neutral before letting off the clutch. To start moving, you want to put the car into first gear. This is what my feet look like going into first gear. I press in the clutch, shift into first. Push the button on the emergency brake, push it down, and slowly press down on the gas while slowly releasing the clutch. These are the same steps used to shift into all gears. Moving into first gear is the most challenging part of driving a manual transmission. If you move your foot from the clutch too quickly, the car will stall and lurk. The best tip I have for beginners is to practice pushing in the clutch and shifting while letting off the gas and releasing the clutch while pushing in the gas. If you start out and it gets a little bit shaky and you feel like you're going to stall, the best solution is to push the clutch back in and go into neutral. If you end up stalling, refer back to starting the car and restart your car. Once the RPMs on the tachometer reach about 3,000, you're ready to shift into second gear. Push in the clutch with your left foot while releasing the gas. Move the shifter into second gear, then slowly release the clutch and push down on the gas at the same time. Follow the same process through all the gears. If you have not shifted into gear properly, you will hear a loud noise and need to relocate the shifter as soon as possible. If you hear a grinding noise, that means the clutch isn't completely disengaging from the engine while the gears are still in rotation. That will cause transmission problems within your car. When you are ready to stop, hit the brake, push down on the clutch, shift into neutral, release the clutch, and keep your right foot on the brake. If you're not pushing the clutch while pushing the brake, you will stall. When shifting into reverse, push in the clutch, shift the car into reverse. Slowly hit the gas and slowly release the clutch. In reverse, you will not totally release the clutch. If you fully release the clutch, you will move much faster than you would like and probably stall. When you stop, push down on the brake and then the clutch. Shift the car into first gear. If you are parked facing downhill, put the car into reverse instead of first. Pull up on the emergency brake and turn off the car.